right, if I sound out of breath, it's because I just finished my walk here down at the lake. But I was thinking about the other day when we went to a convenient MD place or whatever it's called for my son's boxing physical. There was this mom and dad, and they had this little boy with them, and they had been waiting longer than us, and we had been there about half an hour waiting, right? So this little boy has been waiting for a very long time, for a little toddler, and he had been sitting there really, really good and still. And I remember thinking, wow, my two sons who are 2 years apart at that age, they would not have sat that still for that long. I would have had to been constantly entertaining them or like playing tic-tac-toe. I always carried like a pen and paper with me, or a pencil and pad of paper. I still to this day always have pens and little notepads, pieces of paper in my pocketbook, because it was just a habit from when the boys were younger to keep them distracted with something productive, like not something productive, but something that wasn't like rambunctious, like tic-tac-toe. So this little boy had sat so good, and then all of a sudden you could see almost like this light bulb or this energy switch went off, and he was like, nope, I'm done being quiet and calm and cool and collective. And so he started kind of not really running around, but walking around rather fast. And he was like, boop, there was little blue circles on the ground for social distancing, and he seemed to be drawn to them. So he went to one, and he was like, ooh. And then I smiled, and he was kind of waving at everybody like, hello. And he was just so adorable. And then he started walking around like the middle parts of the chairs in a big circle. And all they could think of was like musical chairs almost. And his mom turned around and was like, he's not bothering you guys, right? And I'm like, no, I have three. This is the youngest of three. Like, I had two boys to get, like, no, he's totally fine. He wasn't being rude. He wasn't like jumping on people. And he wasn't really honestly running that bad. He was just like walking and kind of smiling and waving to people as he went by. Then he decided, well, that's kind of boring, so I'm going to go up and over a chair, and that was interesting. And he did it so elegantly, my sons would have been like, rah! So it just reminded me that so many parents out there are like, oh my gosh, is my kid bothering you? I'm really sorry. And I used to be the same way. And as moms, we get really nervous because we feel like our kids need to show up in a certain way. And whether they're this or that, they have to act a certain way. And if they don't act prim and proper, or whatever the normal is that we've told ourselves or people have told us that's normal, then we get embarrassed, we feel shame, and we then push those feelings on our kids without realizing it. We get anxious and we push those feelings on our kids without realizing it. And it just sucks. It sucks for the kid because they're just being a kid. So I would like to invite you in the celebration of being kind to other humans. If you see a parent out there and their kid is like doing those things, you know, they're kind of a little and you can tell they just have that burst of energy that they need to let off. Be the person that supports that parent in any way you can. Obviously, we're not supposed to like pick up someone else's kid, that sort of thing. But you could like talk to them. You could be like, hi. Sometimes they'll be like, quack, 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 and something silly, and that's fine. And obviously read the room. If the parents are like, okay, get away from my kid, don't talk to my kid, then don't talk to the kid. You have to be safe and considerate as well. But a little bit of compassion to another parent in their time of stressed outness could actually be the difference between that child turning out to realize that people are kind, or turning out to realize that, oh, I got to be scared of strangers. So make your mark. Be kind to another fellow mom or dad today. We're all doing our best. Peace, love, happiness. Brandy Ellen, out.